Amina, Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Amina?
Good.
And how's your Ramadan going?
Good.
How old are you, Amina? 12? Oh, subhanallah. So Amina, are you ringing us to tell us the quiz answer?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, so the question was, in the story of Nuh alayhi salam, how many years did Nuh alayhi salam preach to his people? How many years?
950.
Wow, mashallah. Okay, is there anything else you would want to say? Do you want to recite Quran? Do you want to talk to us about how your Ramadan's going? I do have a few other questions actually. Okay, I've got a question. This might be a bit of a hard question. So, our next question is, where did the ark finally come to rest? A mountain. Wow, who am I speaking to now? Amara. Assalamu alaikum, Amara. And how old are you, Amara?
5.
Oh, mashallah.
So cute, 5 years old. Wow.
Amara, Allahumma barik. How is your Ramadan going? Good, yeah. Have you been keeping up fasting, doing half fasts maybe? Oh,
At
mashallah.
5, wow.
Mashallah,
That's
Amara.
unreal.
Well done. So, do you know the specific name of the mountain that the ark landed on? There was a specific name of the mountain. We mentioned it just briefly in our show. There was a specific name of the mountain that the Nuh alayhi salam's ark finally came to rest on. Do you know what it is? Can you repeat it? It was called. You don't know. Don't worry, don't worry. You got mountain anyway, so that's fine. So the ark finally came to rest on Mount Judy.
Yes. That's near like modern Turkey, the Iraq borderline. I'm sure. That'd be so cool to visit.
Okay. So Amara, is there anything else you want to speak to us today about? Can your brother speak?
Yeah.
Of course he can. Bring your brother on the phone. Wa alaikum assalam. Who am I speaking to now?
Around 7 years old.
Oh,
Wow.
mashallah. How are you? How's your Ramadan going?
Good.
Good. How have you been finding it? Fasting and school? Good. That's good. And what have you been doing to make the most of your Ramadan?
Bring Salah.
MashaAllah, really good, especially at 7 years old. Wow, MashaAllah. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Is there anything you'd like to add? Do you want to pray some Quran, a nasheed? Do you want to do any of that?
Answer question.
You want to answer a
Everyone's
question?
really eager for the
Wow, I don't
questions.
think I have that many questions. Okay, I'll ask you a question. Okay, this question is, what did Nuh alayhi salam bring onto the ark?
Wow, you were listening good.
MashaAllah, that's a really good answer. And what else did he bring? So he brought animals on there, but who else did he bring on there? Good job, well done. Yeah, so he brought the believers and a pair of every single animal species.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, well done. So, is there anything else you want to do after you want to? Do you want to, pray anything? No.
Being shy today.
Okay. Well, it was nice to hear from you, all three siblings. Very nice to hear from you. And pray that your Ramadan goes really well. And yeah, Jazakallah for speaking with us today and bringing in. Thanks.
Oh, that was so cute, mashallah.
Yeah.
Shows how good everyone's listening into the show. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even expect a call. Like, I was so out of random. Oh, we got a message. You guys can read it out, one of you.
Okay. Salams, I love the show. Please keep up the hard work from Eva and Say. Oh, that's a really nice message.
Jazakallah. That means a lot to us.
It's good because that's the whole point of these these talks and everything. Like
Share knowledge.
Share knowledge, especially for people at a young age. Sharing these stories of the Prophet ﷺ, and especially obviously listening to the stories is one thing, but taking the message away is the other thing, which is why. Hence I was talking about the values and the lessons that we take away from it. That's really important, especially because we're trying to relate it to our lives right now. Like, what did they do? How did they, what obstacles did they face? How did they overcome those obstacles? And how can we do so in our lives right now?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly, and it's really important that we never stop learning. And I think that's really important because also, when we often, you get put into madrasa or, Islamic learning, at a certain age, till a certain age, from a certain age to a certain age, and some people often forget that, there's still Quran and there's still, hadiths and there's still, knowledge and adabs and etiquettes that we can still learn from the age that we leave madrasa. We can still learn that. And I think that's really good because even today I learned something new, about, what Zainab said about, Prophet Musa and Fir'aun. Yeah, I learned that's a new thing. And it's like learning things every day is really good.
Yeah, exactly. It's a consistent journey and it's a never-ending journey at the same time. Like, you'll never meet someone that has all the knowledge in the world.
100%.
No.
So, just learning something every single day.
Yeah.
And especially how you're talking about madrasa, right? When people finish madrasa, or, they finish the course that they're doing, or, finish reading the Quran, or hifz, or alim, of course, whatever it is, that's not the end. That's the beginning.
No,
that's
definitely.
For example, let's say you've memorized the whole Quran and you finish like, I'm a hafiz now. That's not the end. That's just the beginning of the journey. Being able to continue, being able to, sometimes if you don't go madrasa, it's like no one's pushing you to do anything, to learn anything.
So now it's kind of like you're on your own.
Exactly. It's like your trials ended. And you're being able to see how you're going to put up with it, how you're going to fit everything in your daily life, in your schedule.
Yeah.
And that's where the test begins. Like, how much can you do?
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's never a limit to learning.
Yeah,
There's never a
100%.
limit to gaining knowledge. If you, for example, have memorized the entire Quran, you can still understand it. You can do
Meaning.
tafsir, understanding it, learning hadiths and all of this is really good, especially to have Islamic knowledge. Especially because that's something that nobody can take away from you.
Even being able to conversate with others and then just like learning. Like, let's say we were just
It's
how we
like
are right now.
adding one to one.
Keep
And
going.
just flow from one to the other, and then you can just start talking about one thing and end up speaking about something else completely different. And then just like having the conversation flowing like that, and then learning so many things at the same time. It's interesting. You're able to when you have that knowledge as well, it's like it's really good. Like when you go to others, you can spread that knowledge as well, and then you're also getting good things for it as well. So it's like a chain. It's really
It
yeah.
has like a little ripple effect. As
Yeah.
well. Everyone's learning something new.
Exactly.
And it's really beautiful as well. It's nice. I love learning something new. Like it gains your knowledge and then you're able to pass it on to others.
Exactly.
But one thing I would probably love to add also is that at the end of Surah Nuh, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam did make a beautiful dua, and that is, "My Lord, forgive me, my parents, whoever enters my house is a believer, and all believing men and women." And that teaches us Muslims that we should make dua and ask for forgiveness for ourselves, but not only ourselves, but our parents and all the believers, and basically everyone, because that just shows His mercy, His compassion. And like, even after facing rejection, He prayed for everyone. And I think that reflects now how we should be now. You know, we should pray for our whole Muslim Ummah. You know, there's a lot going on, and everyone's facing lots of trials and tribulations, where we should be remembering them in our du'as as well. I mean, I think I know that the angel, when you pray, make dua for someone else, the angels say Ameen to you as well. That just shows that there's benefits to both sides. You know, there's no harm in making dua and remembering other people and other Muslims in the world who may have even passed away. Grant them Jannat al-Firdaus, and the Muslims in the world right now that are facing trials, and to accept everyone's duas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like that's really important as well, because sometimes I feel like we just focus too much on, you know, we just focus on too much of ourselves. And we forget there's other people that are in less fortunate positions as us, that are Muslim, you know. And we have to also pray for them, because you know, the angels say Ameen to that as well. So I think it's really important. And you know, again, like from the values of Nuh alayhi salam that we can learn as well, you know, being compassionate as he was. Nuh alayhi salam was such a compassionate person. You know, he prayed for his believers, and he made dua, and he made asked Allah to forgive them. You know, he was consistent, and he was hopeful, you know, and he had faith and tawakkul in Allah, so that even if his message wasn't being spread, you know, the right people were hearing his message.
It's like he did his part.
Yeah.
As long as you do your part, and he did as much as he could, he warned everyone about what was going to happen as well.
Yeah.
So the decision was basically left to them. Like, if they were to believe in him or not, or to listen to him, it was their decision, and the consequences that they faced is going to be up to them. So that's just like what we do now. Every action that we do will come with consequences. That's why we need to be accountable, hold ourselves accountable, and be responsible for what we do. Oh, is this the right decision? Like, what's going to happen if I do this? Again, that goes back to, let's say you committed a sin. What you can do? Repent. Like, and just not thinking, okay, no, this is really, really bad. Like, am I even going to be forgiven? Or you never know until you repent. You're not going to, even if you do nothing, it's better to do something about it than to just sit back.
Like your heart will also feel content. When you do ask for forgiveness.
100%. You feel at ease, it feels lighter, like at least, like, you will probably be like, I felt it before. So it's good to do that.
Another thing I would probably love to add is that, so especially in this day and age as well, like some Muslims may feel isolated practicing Islam seriously. Like, you may feel like you're the only one that's really going up, like praying your 5 times salah and stuff. And the Quran constantly does remind us that if you obey most of those on earth, they will lead you away from Allah's path. So despite Nuh alayhi salam preaching for so long, only a small group of them believed, and that just shows how lonely the Muslim Ummah was at that point. And that just shows that don't follow what everyone else is doing. And even like right now, I think one thing that my Abba always said was, don't follow Muslim, follow Islam, because Muslim will do anything. Like, Muslim is in like everyone really.
We're all humans. We're bound to make mistakes. We're bound to sin. It's natural. But you know, after we sin, we must make sure that we repent. But it's natural to make mistakes and sin. But that's a good reason. Like, we shouldn't be looking at others and imitating others and looking for them for knowledge. Instead, we should look into the Quran. We should look at hadiths, and that's where we get our true knowledge and our true understanding of Islam.
Just because someone does something that may not completely mean that's the right way, you know, it's always important to have your own mind and your own mindset to think, right, do I know if that's right, and follow Islam instead of Muslim.
Into having a good characteristic and personality. For example, you know, when you think about reverts, some of the reason why some people do revert back to Islam is because they see good in Muslims, right? But you can obviously see bad things that they do, but the good things that we do can change someone's life. That could be the reason why they research into Islam, they revert, they you know, look into our deen. So for example, for us, like having these good characteristics, we need to make sure that we show them at the same time, because that's what Islam teaches us, right? So at the same time, how we say we need to look at Islam, we need need to make sure we do our part and represent and show others, okay, this is what Islam teaches us, how to be, how to appear in front of others, how to speak, you know, in a nice manner, be nice, have all these good characteristics, because that's how we want to portray Islam. Like, it's a beautiful
mission. We're like the portrayal of Islam. You know, we should try our most and put in all of our effort basically in trying to be the best Muslim that we can be. So even when others do look at us, you know, they'll say, oh, she has a good character, he has a good character, you know. So it's like kind of you know, like a standpoint, you know, like something like a product, for example. And I think that's really important as well, having a good character, because obviously Nuh alayhi salam, he had a really good character, and you know, he did the right thing even when other people were, you know, laughing at him and mocking him. So I think that's really important as well for us in this society that we live in now. It's really important for us to do the right thing, you know, praying, dressing modestly, following Islam, reading the Quran. It's really important to do the right thing as Muslims, because you know, other people can look at us, and also because we gain that reward and we gain that ibadah.
And the right decision is not determined by how many people necessarily follow it. Just because there's only like, you know, a few handful, it doesn't mean that it's the wrong decision. That could be the right decision.
It's like never measure truth by popularity.
Exactly.
Because it can have very few followers.
100%. That's really good. So you just got to be mindful of that.
Exactly. So that's it from us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed our show and, you know, our story about Nuh alayhi salam, and I hope you learned something new with us today. Please don't forget that we're going to be here next week, so don't forget to tune in. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum.